Hi, I have had many of you ask me questions about email and just in general technology type of situations. So I thought what I would do is I would begin to start to make some videos to help you to better understand how to use the internet, email, and electronic communication in general to your best advantage. So in this video, I am going to explain to you how to sign up for a free, yes, I said free, Gmail or Google Mail account. Contrary to what many people believe, when you sign up with an internet service provider or an ISP, what you're really paying for is not the email at all. They give that to you for free. What you're paying for is your connection to the internet, whether it be DSL, dial up, cable, whatever it is that you're paying, either Time Warner or AOL or AT&T, those are the connections to the internet. So that means that your email really does not need to change every time you change your service provider. So we're going to go through how to set up a Gmail account in this video. And I'm going to suggest that as many people as possible try to create a Gmail account and use that as your primary email account. The reason for that is it makes it easier when it comes to servicing your needs as far as email. When I have to try to figure out what's wrong with someone's email if they're using Yahoo or Hotmail or something of that nature, it can become very difficult because we're not all on the same page. So here we go. This is how you're going to set up your brand new Gmail account. You're going to begin by going up here in what's known as the address bar and erase whatever happens to be in there. And you're going to go to gmail.com and hit enter. That brings you to the Gmail homepage. Now, if you already have an account, this is where you would sign in, and you should be familiar with that. We're going to say that we are new to Gmail, and we're going to create an account using this red button in the upper right-hand corner. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open another window that looks like what we see here. So we're going to put a first and a last name in here, and I'm going to just call it, my first name is SSSF user, or it should say first name is SSSF, last name is user. Now I can choose my user name. So let's try SSSF user and see if that's available. They'll tell us whether it is or not. Oh, someone already has that username. Try another. They'll also give me some possible usernames that I might want to use. So I'm going to put an underscore in there and see if that fixes it. Nope, they won't take underscores. They only want use numbers. So SS. Okay, let's choose the username school sister user and see if that works. And okay, it did. So you might have to try things out. You might have to start with your name. You might want to start with the username that you used for your previous email accounts. Any of that would work. So now we're going to create a password, and it tells us some information. It says use at least 8 characters. Don't use a password from another site. And I'm going to just use a password that I know, and it'll tell me if it's strong or not. Okay. And it will ask me to type the password. Now, I would definitely suggest that you write this down somewhere, because if you lose your password, you could have problems. So then it asks for your birth month, and let's just do July 4th, and fill in your here, and we're going to do 1976, asks me whether I'm a male or a female or other. You have the opportunity to put your mobile phone number in here because there is something offered through Google called Google Voice. It is a free service, But for now, I would just leave that blank. Your current email address, that would be what you might use to be able to retrieve the password for this particular email account if you happen to forget it. So if you do have a email address that you're going to keep and it might be a backup for this particular email, you might want to put that in here. Now it says prove you're not a robot, because the reason they do that is people will create these bots which go out and scan the internet for sign up things. And in order to be able to prevent that, you have to be able to put this CAPTCHA, it's called, in. And if you put it in incorrectly, don't worry about it. It will give you another chance. And usually it's gobbledygook. It doesn't necessarily make any sense at all. If you want something different that might be easier to see, I can click on this here and that would give me a new CAPTCHA. My location is the United States. We're going to say I agree to the Google Terms of Service. And this one I'm going to uncheck because I don't want it to be personalized. This is some of the other services that Google provides, and you can always change it at a later date. So now the next thing I do is hit next step. And it says, welcome. Now you're ready to search, create, and collaborate across lots of Google products. Your new email address is schoolsisteruser@gmail.com. Thanks for creating an account and have fun. And then it tells you you can create or you can go back to or continue with Gmail, which we will look at in another video. So that's how you create a Gmail account, which can be used on any computer, anywhere that has internet access. You can always go and check your Gmail, and you'll also be able to use some of the services that they have up here across the top, which are kind of exciting. You can have your own calendar, you can create documents and share them with people. You can do many, many more things that we'll talk about in further videos. But for now, that's all we're going to look at is how to set up your Gmail account.